we're going to be taking a look at the happenings in the Federal Capital Territory. It is no longer that. At Sunday, there was a looting at one of the warehouses belonging to the FCTA in Bucha here, somewhere in Gwagwa. And as at yesterday, again, there was a video that went viral on social media where it so happened that a truck carrying foodstuff was also attacked, and the items were carted away by people. People are saying that these are signs of hardship. The cost of living has gone up, and people are barely struggling to survive. And for that, anything that seemingly look like food to people is subject to being invaded or being looted. Looking at look what happened in 2020 immediately, warehouses were also looted by people. That does as the aftermath of SARS, and COVID-19 palliatives were in these warehouses. We're going to be taking a look at how to guard against this happening again, because we know that it is a security situation. Where something happens, definitely it's a security breach. To discuss this issue with me, I have President, security expert, Peter Anthony.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah. You know what happened on Sunday. The warehouse was looted, and if you look at the video and everything, not only the foodstuffs that were taken away, the roof, the doors, everything, the entire place was vandalized. And one would begin, when did we get to this level?
Well, good morning, viewers. I am particularly sad about it because every day we're into the indices of a drifting country. I don't want to use a negative word because it's scary to talk about what a country that is drifting will become. We got it wrong the very time we, as a people, decided not to have a mindset of our own. And national foreign or national interests were not defined as to what we cherish as a people. So adapt. Now, to come to the issue of the looting, my old mother in the village, who is 101 years old, that is doing the looting, or me that is here as an old man. Am I the one doing the looting, or you, the journalist, are you the one doing the looting?
Clearly not.
If you watch those videos again, you will see that the people looting are the youths. And every day we come on set here to say government must attend to the issue of youth idleness. As long as the youths are idle, they will do anything. Even if if it's not an issue of looting, it will be an issue of banditry. It will be an issue of terrorism. It will be whatever it is that is making us unhappy. It is the youths. And why is it so? These youths are idle. For God's sake, the president told us during his campaign that he will engage these youths, that he was going to recruit them and give them agbado and what? Is it not right time to do that? That is what he told us in his campaign. For God's sake, if you recruit them, I said it once here. I said, I'm sure our military hierarchy don't like to hear this, but it is the truth. Until this country wake up and smell the coffee, we will continue to go around the circle, see what we are doing. How are we different from those in Gaza now? From these videos you are watching, how are we different from those in Gaza? For God's sake, are we in war? because simple, minor decisions were not taken pragmatically. This problem, I always say whenever I come here, fix Nigeria does not require, it requires the willpower to wake up in the morning, take a glass of coffee, and say, I miss you.
I mean, we've had that. We've had that severally, where government, we are doing this. We are putting XYZ in place.
The government are busy speaking English. They are busy speaking grammar. This problem does not require grammar.
What does it require?
This problem requires two simple steps. Two simple. NYSC is hereby abrogated.
Okay.
In its place, I'm coming. That's why I told you, it's a funny, a serious, it's a proverb in my place that a bad sickness requires a bad cure. It says this problem requires a surgical solution. And when you do surgery, you have to have conscience first to be able to honor me and tear this country, tear it. Let the president be courageous enough to do what was going. All the NYSC orientation camp to military training camp, open military recruitment and mop up these military training. Call all those retired military service away in the village, back and train those youths. Left right in the morning, in the afternoon, give them agbado and ewa. In the evening, put football there for them to play. You are keeping them busy. It's a Karl Marx theory. Anybody who has done some bits of psychology and philosophy will know. Karl Marx said, instead of you to allow a youth to be idle, he said, call him in the morning, ask him to dig a pit. In the afternoon, ask him to cover it back. In the evening, pay him a wage. You have done three things. One, you have expended his energy. Two, you have kept him out of circulation. Three, you have fed him. And he will no longer be available for criminality. He will no longer be available for all these things. Who says we cannot do it? We can. We can, my dear.
If you say we can do it, how do you think this can be achieved? Looking at the population of the youths that we have, especially the ones that are not engaged.
Those that are engaged, are they fully engaged? If you open up to the armed forces today, I can bet you that in a record time of over 1 million who will turn up for recruitment. Because they are idle, they will turn up, recruit them. I've told you where you will know that will handle them. Don't tell me, I know that more than 200,000 Nigerians who are retired, who are not tired. One of them is talking to you, even though I will not be available for that because I'm very busy with what.
Why will you not be available for that?
There are people out there. There are thousands out there. You know the process of retirement in their houses. 10 years minimum of brokers. Out there are 35 years old people who are already retired. Not to talk of our generals that are just. What are they doing? Those generals, those three sets that were retired recently. Can't government gentlemen help us save the country? Big depot commandant. You should take it. If some don't take it, there are some who will take it. Out of patriotism, love for Nigeria, they will take it. They help you after this use for 6 months, 9 months. After that 9 months, somebody will ask me what to do with them. There are 33, at least to my own country that I know, 33 military training institutions in this country that are going weeds, that are built to train any skill you can mention of. Call any skill, I will tell you where the training institution is in this country. The institutions are there, the facilities are there, the equipments are there, the instructors are doing farm in the village. The only thing that is missing is the students, and those are the people that are doing looting. What stops us from helping and put them there? How much is it for God's sake? And how much are we giving as palliative now? Giving as palliative now, if we give it to them, and then after they are skilled, they become more useful. And those who want to take up, do you know what they do in some countries? After that 2 years of giving them skill acquisition, they broke them into battalions, send them into. We have a vast. 2 weeks ago, I traveled to Niger, and somebody that I went with was like asking me, so you vast land is wasted. I said that now, so we shall. If you put a battalion in Bida, for instance, and give them to give you 20 tons in a year, they will surpass that target. It's not only custom that should be giving target to raise the. Put another battalion in a Sarah. Give you 30 tons of cocoa and see if they will not surpass that target. That is when if there is no war. They are busy, they are acquiring skill, they are useful to the country, they are making money for the country. But rather, we keep them like this, we look at them, we keep speaking grammar. National Assembly that should have helped us acquire it. We will continue to go around this.
Minister of State FCT, addressing the journalist, said, and there is beyond that it is.
Yeah, you can be anything. I told you now, before, if you don't take care of them, they will not only, they'll be doing banditry, they'll do all kinds of criminality, because they are idle. Idleness is the worst thing that can happen to a young man. Talking of the young women. Idleness is not good for our children. They are idle. And this is the root cause of the problem. Government should keep them busy. Don't tell me that you can't keep them busy. I've told you what you can do to keep them busy. Except that we are thinking that that is not too good a solution. We should leave them to be flowing like this because IMF say we should leave them. Because World Bank say we should leave them to be useless. So that they can japa and go and work in potato plantation in the US or in Europe. Those who are japping, they are not going there to go and work for the government of the United States. They are going there to work in tomato farm, to pick tomato, to do laundry.
And get paid for it. And
how much are they paid? How much?
Now, for people who travel abroad, they will tell you that they are being paid for a second, every minute that they work.
Yes.
And now, when they compare it with the situation in Nigeria, where somebody will be employed for one for one particular job, you end up doing 5 persons' job for one. And you're not even talking about the hours that you put in the job. So they say it's not the same.
My dear.
That somehow they feel fulfilled because.
My dear, I tell you the truth. All that is record and wax music that is put.
Okay.
Just to tune the thing start playing. That's what they are.
How?
You are talking to somebody who have gone to see it, and I can tell you that it's not exactly in it.
They don't pay.
Why is it that most of them go and come back empty-handed? If you see, I can put my money on it. If you see a Nigerian who go there and in 3 months shipping cars is a criminal, and that's what you see. Nigerians go there and start shipping cars. It's a criminal. They go there to collect what do you call it? Debit card. When they finish, when they exhaust the money, they dump it because insurance takes care of it. Look, I have children who are working in this country suffering.
Okay, now, Mr. Peter, if I get you, you say that the working conditions in these countries, like the UK, is not as good as Nigeria's working condition.
What you do in Nigeria, and you get it. If you do it in the US, you will be hungry. I bet I can tell you that for free. What we are not working here. There you will be on your legs for 18 hours a day, and all what you make, you use it to. You pay for everything, including the toilet you use. You pay. Do we pay for that here? We pay there. Every penny you make, you use it to pay bill. When you want to now come home for Christmas, you go and take a debit card, and come with $5,000 or $1,000, and you say you are a big boy, because that's why they are knocking down the naira, so that if somebody comes in with 1,000 naira, he's a chairman. Whereas over there, that 1,000 naira will not buy him a bread and coke. Why are they? See, we are fooling ourselves. It's unfortunate that most of the it's a false that our children just to end to fight just slavery. Financial countries. That's what they are going. That's why our children don't ever, because you are not a slave. And I can. None is there, and they are not slaving. No matter how small they are, I encourage them to see it as the dignity of Africa. Okay, to go there.
Okay, now we're still talking about the looting. You all know that increased hardship started after the removal of subsidy. Immediately, the president was the subsidy, everything different turn. The pump price, petrol allocated, goods and services, and everything became like that. My question: is it possible for government to bring this to take a review it?
Subsidy. That would be a closer appeal.
Okay.
I tell people that subsidy is a masquerade. As far as I'm concerned, subsidy is a masquerade. If somebody has now said, okay, this masquerade, go, leave the scene, we don't want you to dance anymore, I say, no, bring back the masquerade. For me, it is not an issue of going back to subsidy. It's an issue of what do we do. Like I've told you now, if you take care of the youths, you have solved the problem 50%.
Okay, what minimum wage that is pushing?
If you work as 20 million naira a month, that's solve the problem, because it doesn't speak to the inflation. It is not about throwing money at them. It's throwing at problem. I just told you now. I'll give you a typical example. Okay. If workers access to quality housing, access to quality education for their children, access to social amenity, electricity, water, and maybe transport. My dear, pay a worker 5,000 naira a month, he will be happy. What is the point giving a 2 million naira that he will use 1 million to pay house rent? What is left? 500,000 naira for transport. Left. Then the remaining 500,000 naira will not even buy his foods. So the problem is not about minimum wage. The problem is about what are the areas where the worker himself needs cushion.
But why has it been difficult to attain this basic amenities like affordable housing, functional healthcare facilities? Why?
Internal, external. The Bible said too much wisdom, too much knowledge, is what? Kills. Too much knowledge kills. Too much knowledge kills. Not be me talking, it's in the Bible. We have read too much book country that we are no longer thinking. We are supposed to be thinking elements. We should behave like human beings. Those who are managing the economy of America, them are university professors. Those who are managing the economy of many of those countries, how many of them are university but manage the economy of this country with standards? He's a professor of economics, and we had the best of economics under the economy and finance minister and coordinating minister for the economy. And that was when the president was coming out to say that our problem is not money, but how to spend it. For God's sake, we don't much book. It's our biggest. And those books that we read were written from somewhere. And those who wrote them for a purpose like this. So we can thinking, step backward from all this and ask ourselves, what do we do? How do we resolve? Like somebody asked me yesterday, he said, how do you solve the problem of the naira? And I asked the person, for God's sake, have you ever seen any country, including America, how their currency a free is the market? Is it the market or market is driving the naira? For God's sake, there is no market that drives any economy, currency driving. When the first time I visited Arabia, their currency was 13 to 1. It remained 13 to 1 today. Government law, 2 to 1. The period I'm telling you now is over 10 years. It remained 13 to 1 today. To Dubai. What's it? 9 to 1. Since Dubai to be Dubai, it remains constant. Why is the IMF not telling them? Why is the IMF not telling those other that their government, their parliament have stepped up and said this is exchange rates? Why are the IMF telling them you are to say you want to cap your exchange rate? America indirectly has capped its exchange rate. And they are telling me and you here that we should allow market. And which market they are referring to. And then that market is that somebody sit down under one coconut tree and say this is what it should now be. And then all of us, we will ride with it. Otherwise it's all I don't see why the assembly should not rise up to the occasion and bring up a bill to say no more market-driven currency for us. Are we not a race, a set of people who have chosen to live as a nation? Must we always look at what other people are doing? Where is our own thinking faculty, for God's sake? Don't we have a national assembly? Who should think for us as a people, as a nation?
So you're saying that all this is happening. This that is happening is a product of copy and paste.
It's copy and paste. It's pure copy and paste. Market-driven economy. Which economy by market anywhere in the world? Tell me. Ukraine that is fighting war is donating wheat to you. It's not fighting war. That is fighting war, donating wheat to Nigeria. Aren't we ashamed? Where did we bury our face? We don't have common shame. We are not ashamed in the inside. We are not ashamed outside. It's all, as far as I'm concerned, it's all an academic exercise. That's how the lawyers will normally do it. It's an academic exercise. It does not lead us anywhere. It doesn't lead us anywhere. Let the government and all those who are wearing BB coat come up and tell us this is our currency and we stamp it. The Yorubas will say, "Buy the motion come here, that is to say, from time immemorial, you have a right as a human being to choose your path. Say, this is how I want to live my life. And Nigeria as a country must wake up to say, this is how to live our lives."
In this era, could there be somebody somewhere benefiting?
Of course, you and I know now that if it is not benefiting some people, then it will not stand.
How so?
How so? I've given you one already. Those who have dollars stashed outside, when they lead you and come with it, a lot of money. That's it. One benefit is that somebody somewhere wants the naira to die, so that we will become like Liberia, where you are having two currency operating within the country. In Liberia, when you see anything on the shelf, they will put two labels. They will say Liberian dollar 20.
Okay.
They put another label, USD 5. One product. That's what is happening in Liberia. So they want us to become like that. And when somebody come up the other day and say, my school, the school fees is in dollar, we were all crying. As if the man was saying something. Go to Lagos, there are some schools that are quietly paying school fees in dollar long before now. It didn't start today. When they knew that government was going to ask questions, they will now decide it. How many years?
About a year or almost
6
a year.
months.
Almost a year.
6 months, not almost. It's 6 months. 6 good months. Murtala Mohammed ruled this country for only 6 months. And his legacy is still standing. 6 months is still standing. How many years ago?
Murtala Mohammed was a military.
Forget, madam.
Ruler.
The presidential system we are running is military in Agbada. It's military in Bobariga. Take that. It's military in. That's why you hear they will call it, when they were calling the first republic leaders, do you hear them calling president and commander-in-chief? What is he commanding? Commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces. The commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces, is he a recruit? The president of Nigeria he has the power of life and death. After Jehovah Almighty, the next God that we worship in Nigeria is the president. Is that not as strong as a military leadership? What are we talking about? And why are we deceiving ourselves? The president, if he wants anything done tomorrow morning, it will be done. Not to talk of this arrangement where APC is in charge of the National Assembly, is in charge of the presidential villa, is also in charge of the judiciary. They can do and undo if they want to. If the president wants to help us, President Tinubu wants to put in gold, I'm saying it on, let him go ahead and turn this country upside down. Take care of the youth. For all these people that are telling against the book, it is book. For God's sake, we don't. When we were ruling Lagos, we did not know you as a man of the book. We know you as a man who takes action. What has happened now? That you are not ready to take that action for legacy, for the future, for Nigeria to remember you forever. Are you trying to become like Buhari that nobody is visiting him again?
No, but the president has also told us that these are just baby pains, that he feels our pains, that things are that things will definitely get better.
Madam, that's political. President is not feeling my pain. If the president is feeling my pain, he will have known that I'm not eating today.
It's too early.
Not sure,
It's still morning.
So then let the president not stop saying all that one. If he feels the pain, I've just told him 2 things he can do. And by 2027, he doesn't need to go and beg anybody to vote for him. I said this 2015. The sitting president then, I told him, he said, if you do the right thing, Nigerians are people who know what is good. If you do the right thing, by 2027, even if you say you no go do, we go force you, you go do it. But now you are making us to have the impression that we should wait for another person in 2027.
Well, thank you, sir. I must say that it's been interesting having you in set once again to discuss the state of the nation and especially what is happening in the FCT, which happens to be the seat of power. That is what this is, the seat of power, and we are witnessing. Thank you very much once again for being part of the program. You've had it all. That the government that we have has listening ears, and is a government that listens and is also responsive. Yes, we would like to believe that the government is responsive. From all that we've discussed, he has said that it doesn't take anything to change this country. It doesn't take anything to engage the youth. There are practical steps to do this. Engage the youth, keep them busy. That way, they will not be available for any kind of crime and criminality.